All right, so here's the second video related to the group project. So in short, what you're going to do with this group project is you're going to take what you did in N366 when you did your community assessment, and you're going to bring it forward and you're going to come up with a plan. Before I keep going, both my dogs are in the room with me, this whole COVID work at home from home thing. So if they start barking, I'm sorry ahead of time. All right, so you're going to work together. You're going to identify a problem in the community that you did. Now, if you remember, when I gave you all feedback on your project, I said this might be an issue for you because according to you all, that area in Nevada had everything it needed. But you have to identify a problem within that community. You need to do a lit search, find the best evidence for a solution to that problem, and then you're going to create a proposal for implementing it. So I need a proposal. I don't actually need you to go to some community people and say, hey, we need to implement this, but I need a proposal. So that means you need to bring the information that you did forward, and you need to give me a mock-up of what you are going to do. So for instance, last year's group did something around mental health needle disposal. So they gave me a mock-up of a poster that they would put in certain areas, and they told me who they would educate and where they would bring this information. Okay, but I saw some sort of end product is what I'm getting at. So in doing your implementation or your proposal for implementation, you'll need to know, who are my stakeholders? Who can I count on to help me out, which would be a facilitator, right? And who might be a barrier to my implementation, and how might you overcome that? But identification is the key, right? You're also going to be able to assess one another. Did everyone contribute? What did they contribute? And then there's a self-assessment, which I'll show you on our Moodle page. There is no paper. There is a PowerPoint or a Prezi, but it has to be a voiceover. So, however you want to divide it up. So this is what has to be in the presentation. Okay. And then this is, you want the presentation to be engaging. I want a clearly identified audience, whether it's a school board or a public health department or something like that. And then whoever your audience is, your presentation needs to appear as though it's directing that audience. All right, and then there's some self-assessments to be completed. So this is where this overview will be that I'm creating now. All right, but here's where you're going to put the project. And you only need to upload one. And then here's the self-assessment. And then okay. So did it have a complete inclusion and impression? Was the area surveyed? Did it have both strengths and weaknesses? What about your data analysis? So your lit review, and you developed a population diagnostic statement. So how are we going to help this population? You reported your findings, and how well did you contribute to this project? So your self-assessment should include, describe your function as the group member for this project. How did your pre-project impressions of your area compare with your post-project? So you got to look back at what we did in 366 and bring it forward. And then what did you learn from doing this? Okay. So this, you'll probably, follow this outline, but you'll have to type this up on your own Word document. And this is due the last Tuesday of class, and I need it that Tuesday, whatever that Tuesday is. I think I know. I just got to look here. Sorry. 6/23, because grades are due that Friday for you. So that gives me some time to look at it and ask some questions of the group if I need to, and still get your grades in on time. All right, so that is the big project. And again, you saw I gave you some time back on the 5th week to work on it together, so you can do that however you did that for the first project, if that worked. If you want to use Zoom or FaceTime or whatever it is you guys use. So you have that time that week. And when it's done, this is where it goes. I still have editing on, sorry. Should probably turn that off. All right. And then it always seems impossible until it's done. All right. I hope you're all well and safe, and talk to you soon.